Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate y'all being here at the channel today. And for our regular subscribers, welcome back. Good to have you here. And for you folks that are just now finding us, for you folks that are new to the channel, hey, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And to all, if you find the content beneficial, please hit that like button as well. Now, for you folks who want to learn more about me and my company and how we can help you grow and develop your business, please check out the links below. I would point you to initially our courses section, which you'll find the Gym Management Playbook. And for you folks that are new to the industry, you're just getting into it, or you're thinking about getting into it, or you're struggling, the whole purpose of the Gym Management Playbook is to help you shorten that learning curve and help you improve bottom line profitability. So go in there and check it out, see if it's for you, and we can help take your business to that next level. And then the second thing I'd point you to in the links below is the gym funding link. For you folks that are opening new facilities, or if you're getting reopened again and you want to expand and need more money for marketing, more money for equipment, staffing, things of that nature, click the link and you could potentially qualify for up to $250,000 in potential funding with no collateral. Now, let's get into our topic for you today. And what this is scary marketing facts that will keep you up at night. Scary marketing facts that will keep you up at night. I want to give you some information here. This is some data that we've researched some, and some of this things that we see on a pretty regular basis. And I want to talk about some of this because some of this could be the reason you're not doing it. Okay, and even though these are some pretty scary numbers when you look at the numbers themselves, let's look at how we can mitigate some of that. Okay, so number one on our list of scary marketing facts is that as few as 2% of all sales take place on the first contact. As few as 2% of all sales take place on the first contact. So here's where I would go with this. Okay, take a look at your website. Okay, how many leads are you getting from your website just on a monthly basis? What's the number? Okay, and if you don't know that, we need to find that out, right? But how many leads are you getting? How many people are actually visiting your website? Okay, I mean, it could be, and likely is, thousands and thousands are visiting your website, but in some cases, I talk to some folks, they're getting zero, okay, on new leads, or they're getting a handful, not getting very many, okay? So as few as 2% of the sales take place in that first contact. So in other words, they're going to your website, contact, and nothing happens. So here's one of the things that I would suggest on this, okay? Because this is about being seen. We need to overcome obscurity. People need to know who we are. We need to continually follow up. What I would suggest, if you don't have a Facebook page, get one, and grab the pixel on your Facebook page and put it on your website. And if you're running some, just really simple Facebook ads, you put that pixel on your website. Now when people visit your website, they're going to start to see your Facebook ad, in their news feed. Okay, it's called retargeting or remarketing. Okay, and it's a great way to follow up with folks that have been to your website. Okay, because fewer than 2% are going to join after that first contact. So try retargeting, try remarketing there. Number two, 92% of consumers believe what they read about you online. Pretty high number, okay? And if you want to accept that number, great. Even if you don't want to accept that number, say half the people, believe what they read about you online. What does that tell you? It tells you that you really want to promote, your facility and getting reviews and getting people to talk about you. I mean, whether it be, Google My Business, it's things like Yelp, it's your Facebook page, it's LinkedIn. Talk to your new customers, talk to your best customers, and let them know, hey, if you're happy with what we do, hey, we'd appreciate a review. Okay, encourage that. Okay, this is a great way to help you start showing up in search, and it's a great way to to really get belief with your audience. Okay, if you believe the 92%, that's a must do. Even if it's 50%, sounds like it's a must do. Okay, so 92% of consumers believe what they read about you online. Okay, I would even suggest, on a fairly regular basis, not overdoing it, but even putting out press releases about, different things that you're doing in the community. Number 3, 75% of people never scroll past the first page on search results. 75% of the people never scroll past the first page on search results. And so a couple things here, when you go to the first page on search results, what do you have? Okay, you've got all your real good SEO, and you've got your ads. You've got, typically if it's a Google search, you got Google pay-per-click. The best way to make sure you're on the front page is make sure you're using some kind of Google pay-per-click, some kind of Google ad. It's the best way, easiest way to do it. The other way you can do it is really amplify your local SEO. And I would look at things like all your local site directories. You can just Google local site directories and you can see what your opportunities are. There's probably 50 of them, okay, that are free, okay, that'll help get you seen. And also consider this, when you're writing blogs, include in those blogs points of interest, the local park, the local centers, local buildings. These are all things that will help you show up, in local search. Consider doing things with your local merchants. You might have a merchants page where, your customers, your members can show their membership card, get a discount at these merchants. You're putting them on your website as well. Their web links, their emails, their information. This will also help you, show up in that local search. So there are things that you can do and things that we want to do. Don't just, take it, so to speak. Okay. Number 4, 96% of website visitors are not ready to buy. Okay, 96% of website visitors are not ready to buy. And I think we know this. I think, when you talk about, the number of people that visit our website and the number of actual leads that you get and, closing percentages and things of this nature, one of the things that I would consider doing on some of this is when you're writing your blogs, and you can talk to your web guy or you can do it yourself, but whether it be a short tail keyword or a long tail keyword. So a short tail keyword, wants to lose weight. Long tail keyword, wants to lose weight before I get married. Okay, well, when you look at the data, that long tail keyword, that person is more ready to buy than the other. The other might be at the initial part of this. So, look at long tail keywords as potential search terms to help this. The other thing that we want to know, think about the retargeting. Okay, also think about this, when leads do come in, understand that speed sells. I mean, there's data out there that says that if you get back with an internet lead within 5 minutes, they're 9 times more likely to buy from you. So get back with them quick, okay? But when we do, and this gets into the selling aspect of it here, I won't go too far in that. You can check other videos for that. But make sure we're solving problems for folks. Make sure that we're providing solutions for them, okay? Number 5, okay? The average gym loses 50% of their customers per year. I've seen some that are losing 70. I've had some that are losing 125%. Okay, this is a massive number. Okay, and make sure that you have strategies in place to reduce this. I like to try to get that down to 2.5%, per month. Okay, something more manageable. Okay, because when that number is so high, you're losing half your members. It puts an enormous pressure on the sales and marketing team. Okay, so you want to have strategies in place to nurture our customers, to nurture our leads, and to make sure we're keeping what we worked hard to get. And then number 6, this is a little more specific information here. Direct mail. I'm going to talk about a few things here, but direct mail, average response, according to the data that we were researching, they were showing about 2.9%. I kind of see about 1% on it, okay? But one of the things I want to talk about here, let me give you some other data here first. Online marketing, it's like 0.9%, not even 1%. Social media is 0.6%. Email marketing is 0.3%. 6%. And so what does that mean? It doesn't mean don't do it. It means you got to do it with volume. You have to do it regular. You have to do it consistent. And I'll give you an example on email marketing, for example. You want to make sure you have a strategy to build your email database, okay? But when that blast email goes out, make sure you click the button that anyone who doesn't open that email the first time it goes out, they're going to get emailed again a few days later. Okay, stay after it. Don't just take it, so to speak. Okay, but the thing I want to talk about on these numbers, because when you look at them, probably nobody would advertise if you look strictly at this. But what you want to think about is, what is your cost? What is your cost per call? What's your cost per show? What's your cost per sale? Know your numbers. And like, for example, let's take direct mail response here and see if I've got my math right. Okay, if you did, say, a $10,000 piece drop on direct mail, say you got a 1% response, what's that, 100 people? How would your business be impacted if 100 people responded to an offer? Okay, what if you got 50 of them to come in? What if 25 joined? Okay, so based on your cost to do that direct mail, what's your cost per sale? Does that work? Okay, so do the math on this. Always do the math on it, because so often I talk to folks all the time, particularly like on direct mail. Oh, I just always throw it away. Okay, I think probably most people do. But even if you got 1% return, it still works in most cases. Okay, take a look at what's best for you. There's a lot of different opportunities on here. Even direct mail, you want to get a better return. I can share some things that we've done, because when you do direct mail, it's targeted, right? You know exactly where it's going, what street it's going to. You can go grab. It's referred to as a cold directory in many cities, but it's like a reverse phone book, and it'll show you, hey, here's all the streets, and here's all the addresses, here's the phone numbers, and you can start calling people up and saying, hey, Mary, this is Jim Thomas over here at the local fitness center, and I was calling to make sure you'd receive that membership invitation we had mailed to your home. It's a great way to really amp up some of this. Okay, a little bit, it's like you're retargeting, okay, using your website and Facebook. So take a look at these. Okay, there's some scary numbers, but they don't have to be, and there are things really in every case I suggest that we do them. Just make sure we understand them, we know how to mitigate them, and we do the math. We understand what the costs are and those key performance indicators. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. If you found the content beneficial today, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. And again, to learn more about my company, please check out the links below, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.